Hey everybody, welcome back. Real excited about the tech review that we're going to be talking about today. Sabinetek, they sent me the SmartMike Plus. Now this isn't anything new, it's been out for about a year. And already I'm very much in love with it, but it didn't start out that way. It wasted about 2 hours of my time, and I'll tell you why, and I do have a solution for it. And if you're a content creator or a social media influencer, you already have the solution in your phone. So let's talk about it. Now, I don't want you to think I'm just going to go right ahead and just start beating this thing up, because it is very good. For $130, you really can't beat it, because I have $130 microphones that don't sound as good as this one, and I have $400 and $500 microphones that don't sound as good as this one, or even as equal to. So, I mean, it is a good microphone. Hardware-wise, you can't beat it. Where I struggled was the software. The software is user-friendly, but it doesn't have enough features built into it. And I think that that's probably been the biggest complaint of any tech review that you read out there on this Sabinetek or Sabinetek SmartMike Plus is their software. When this thing started adjusting to go from warm to cool and cool to warm within every 5 and 10 seconds, and I didn't notice it until after about 2 hours of recording, I wanted to chuck this. But I went to Filmic Pro and downloaded it just to see if it would pick up the Bluetooth microphone, and SmartMike Plus actually showed up there. So like I said before, if you're a tech reviewer or social media influencer or just social media creator, all encompassing, you probably have Filmic Pro already on your phone. If you don't, I highly recommend it, because this will solve a lot of your frustration and a lot of your anger. With that being said, you should be able to use their software, and you may not have any problems with it. I'm using the iPhone 12 right now. If you have a different phone or an Android user and you don't have that issue, then good on you. Keep using it, keep trucking, and you're set. But all in all, I mean, I was doing everything I could to keep that from happening, and it kept doing it once I figured it out. I would be remiss in not letting you know that there is also a teleprompter feature. Now, you can use it as a selfie camera, which you're going to have a little less quality on it, or you can use the other cameras and then just read off the screen. And if you're good enough to walk and read and film at the same time, then more power to you, because I don't have that ability. But it seems like a really cool feature within the app. Being a one-man camera crew can be quite frustrating, and I have a solution for camera movement. And if you haven't seen that, I did a review on the Hohem iSteady version 2, and it's got a camera built into this smartphone gimbal that will track you. So when you're recording, the camera will follow you. So you can use a smartphone, Insta360, GoPro, whatever, with this gimbal, and you can do tech reviews for, say, drones or automotive or just whatever moving subjects you have out there, and it's really fast. But the audio, you struggle with being able to use it, because if you're using an external microphone, you're throwing off that balance of a gimbal. So now I don't have to worry about that. So I can use my Bluetooth microphone, carrying less equipment, because I'm notorious for carrying way too much stuff. So traveling lighter is better for me anyways, and probably for most of us, and there's less to think about. As soon as you turn it on, it just automatically syncs with your Bluetooth. Now, this gimbal here, now that I can move around the room, you can actually do tech reviews on your studio, for instance, or you're doing a walkthrough of a house. I don't have to change anything. I don't have to worry about losing my audio. Here's you've seen this set before. This is where I do all of my tech reviews. This is my desk setup. And then if I move around the room here, I don't have to, matter of fact, I don't even have to worry about being careful. Some of these things you have to be careful about where you go or how fast you move, or because you're going to lose tracking. But I don't have to worry about that with this. But having video and audio, now I have somebody to help me do all of my videos. Battery charging station, drone station, I've got my Canon printer here, photo printer, and then I got my karaoke section over here. Now I can come around this way, and it's still going, and I love it, and the audio is amazing, and it's a solution to many of my problems, because now I don't have to just sit still. I can move around the room. I'd be curious to see what kind of solutions you have to serve as a one-man camera crew, so leave a comment down below. So the SmartMike Pro also serves as a audio recorder, so you can put your phone in your pocket, sync up to it, and do all of your recording the same as we're doing right now, and then sync it up in post with whatever video source that you're using. And in order to start recording either voice or video, all you have to do is hit the little red button and it begins. That comes in very handy, especially when you have so many things going on at one time. You can just isolate your audio source right here and not have to worry about what's going off onto the distance. The microphone itself, once you unbox it, it's got an 8mm jack input in it. Now, it is not for microphone, lavalier mics, or anything like that. That is solely for monitoring, in-ear monitoring. And they supply that one-ear monitor for you. So you just plug it in and you can hear the source of your phone or whatever smart device you have Bluetooth synced up to, and it helps you monitor that audio, or you can just listen to YouTube straight off of it into one ear. I don't know why you would do that, but you can. And also in the box comes a dead cat, and it looks absolutely ridiculous when you're wearing it inside because it is much bigger, so you probably have to have a backpack or something and clip it off to the side here so it's a little bit further away from your neck so you don't look like you have a chia pet growing out of your neck. And it also comes with the regular foam that goes over the microphone, so you can keep things from hitting the actual microphone and, causing that slight distortion. They did provide you a lot of things that will help with your production. Hardware-wise, it is money. Software, they've got a few things to work on. And they've already been working on it for a year, and they do constantly provide the firmware updates, and that's fine. That means that they're alive and kicking, and they're making progress. They have a whole line of the Sabinetek SmartMike Plus products, and some of them you can sync together to use as a transmitter and a receiver. They only sent me one, so I'm not going to go into depth or detail on any of those other products other than the fact that I know that they exist, and I am kind of interested now to see what else they can provide for me to provide for you and help my workflow out, because so far I love the microphone. Now, I do highly recommend this for anybody looking for a Bluetooth microphone to go into their cell phone or the smart device, because it sounds phenomenal. So let's see what this thing sounds like outside. You're going to have to excuse some of the construction sound in here. We've got a lot of it going on in the neighborhood right now. They're making some improvements to some of the houses right next to me, but that's okay. At least they're doing it. And it's a slightly breezy day, nothing that I think you're going to hear in the microphone. And what was really nice was the gimbal, the tripod, and the phone were still connected, and all I had to do was pick it up with one hand, walk outside, and plant it. Didn't have to carry any heavy equipment out and, carry a few things or make a couple of trips. So this is going to come in very handy in the near future. So now as I'm walking around, I've got the gimbal tracking me, and I'm going to back up probably about 30 or 40 feet, and we're going to see how good it sounds all the way back there. And typically you wouldn't go this far back anyways to speak to your phone because your subject is going to be so small, but if there's any situations to where you would use it this far away, then please enlighten me. I'd be curious to find out why and what situation, so I might use it for the future. But as I said before, I do a lot of my own drone reviews and everything, and I come outside, and having this tracking me and be able to talk to the camera and have it all in one source is going to be so much nicer and so much easier and more convenient and less distracting, so I can have more things to say about the drone per paying attention to making my equipment work correctly. So I hope you got a little something out of this. Please, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, like button, notification bell. I've got a lot of products coming in, and I got a lot of products to review here in the near future. But I've got a big project. I'm working on a commercial right now, and I just shot a wedding. So if you want to see the wedding, you can go to my YouTube channel and check out, see what kind of product that I produce. And I was very proud of that one for having a video produced within 4 days of the actual wedding itself. So they were very ecstatic about it, and I hope that you are too. So again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all very soon. Have a good week.